Hey everybody, my name is Russ. That is Lauren. A little while back, we did our first ever reaction to Guns N' Roses on the channel. We have a lot of GNR focused videos on the channel, but we never got around to doing a reaction of them. And that performance was of Welcome to the Jungle from Tokyo in 1992. And there was a really good reaction to it. And I don't just mean like a whole bunch of views and likes, which is great, but there were a lot of comments that were like, "Oh, I was great. It was great to hear like your perspective on it." And me having like been a fan at that time. And we had a bunch of really cool suggestions and stuff for people who were like, "Hey, we'd love for you to react to this, that, and the other thing." One of the ones that I thought was more interesting is the one we're going to do here today, which is a performance of Patience since they've reunited. Because what you saw was them in 1992 doing Jungle. So now you're going to see, I want to say this is from 2017 or 18, something like that. What's interesting about this, first of all, she knows the song Patience. I, of course, know the song Patience. But I saw GNR 2 or 3 times since they've reunited. But I've never seen this footage of this song. And she's never heard or seen this. I've never heard this version either. But so this is going to be interesting because the idea was someone wanted us to react to like how the band sounds and how Axl sounds now. But the person that suggested it because Patience is in a lower register. And you had said that like you don't love Axl's voice when he does the high thing. So that's why this was. So we are going to let the performance play. You'll see our natural reactions, whether we're intently listening or something funny happens. I have no idea. But please stick around after the song because that's when we'll actually discuss like what we saw and so on. And generally that's when she gets hilarious. So wait till then.
I'm still alright to smile. Girl, I think about you every day now. There was a time when I wasn't sure, but you set my mind at ease. There's no doubt you're in my heart now. Said woman, take it slow, it'll work itself out fine. All we need is just a little patience. Said shut up and let it slow, we can come together fine. All we need is just a little patience. Stairs, 'cause I've been right here alone. If I can't have you right now, I really care. Sometimes I get so tense, but I can't speed up the time. But you don't know that there's one more thing to sit down. Said woman, take it slow, things will be just fine. But you and I will just use just a little patience. Said shut up, take the time, because the lights they shine so bright. But you and I without what it takes to make it, we won't make it. Never break it.
So your initial thoughts?
That was so much better than I was expecting it to be.
Yeah, like for their ages, or
I'll start by saying I like the arrangement a lot.
It's honestly, it's got to be the closest to the album version that I've ever heard him do live.
I really like that.
There were differences, but it was still the closest to the album.
And the whole time I'm like, this might be one of the most like controlled and subdued Axl vocals I've ever heard. And I'm like, there's like intention and nuance to this that again, it was, I didn't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that.
One thing that's funny is, and again, I can't stress enough, that was the first time I've ever heard that version, and you too. But I have played for you many times. My favorite versions come from like 91 and 92. Where Axl's anything but controlled, and
that's there were things that I was waiting for that just didn't happen.
I can tell you exactly what you were waiting for that didn't happen, because I was so disappointed. Because the lights are shining so bright. I was like, oh, come on, dude.
Yeah, I know.
No, but I like jokingly, like I no matter how many times you sing something, you got to get to a point where you're like, well, I'm bored with that now. Like, and I'm sure that was born from having sang the album version enough to where he was like, I'm going to change this now, you know, so eventually you got to be like, I'm going to.
Yeah.
And the only other comment really that I have on it is the elephant in the room is always Axl's high notes, right? And, you know, my thing is, I think he's in his 60s now.
Oh, yeah.
And you be that age, you go through what he's gone through, hit any of those notes anywhere near precisely, and then we'll talk.
I think I noticed it, and I don't know if it was just this particular this particular video or whatever, or like whoever was mixing it definitely pulled him back when it got to that.
Mixing is an issue at GNR shows and always has been for whatever reason.
But I mean, I was like, with the volume that his vocal was at when he was doing that low stuff really well, and I knew it was coming at the end. I was like, and I was like, oh God, is this gonna hurt? Yeah. And it didn't, because I physically felt the vocal get turned down.
Yeah.
So,
but yeah, I thought it was a good version of the song overall. Like I'm such a dork that I like 92 and 93. Like I she has the pleasure of every single time Patience is on, like in public or in the car. Like, you know, the ad libs mostly because I'm going to do all of the ad libs. Like,
it's happened in grocery stores, people.
Oh yeah, I mean,
just walking down the aisle, shines over, and I'm like, okay, here we go. Get some pasta.
Well, I mean, why not? But yeah, I think it was a great version. I really appreciate the suggestion of this, like, because there's a million different versions of Patience, but this like kills two birds with one stone. Like seeing them play together again after having been reunited, and then you getting to hear like Axl later and with the version of Patience. So, like I say, we're more than happy to do a suggestion. So if you have other GNR stuff that you want us to do on the channel, we'll be more than happy to try. It can get into like weird copyright stuff and whatnot. Last time we didn't have any problem, but you never know. Especially if it's like GNR does a lot of covers, like a lot of great covers and stuff. So if you suggest a cover, like that kind of puts us in like a double jeopardy for maybe hitting with copyrights. But our whole thing is we love music and we want to share it with who. I know the whole idea behind reactions is if you love a particular song or performance, seeing how other people react to it. So we will do everything we can to make that happen. So, yeah, by all means, please drop a comment. Let us know what you think of this performance. What other things you would like for us to react to. If you haven't yet, go back and check out that Welcome to the Jungle performance that we did. That is Lauren. My name is Russ. Thank you so much for watching.